Hi, good morning. Kamie here. Welcome to my channel. Gosh, it is the first week of January 2024. And you know, I just want to start off fresh this year with myself and with my channel. Gosh, a whole new year. Man, I don't know why we think we have to wait until a new year, like when the calendar date changes, to like set new goals. I'm setting new goals all the time, not just for 2024 or when the new year starts, but anyway, but it does happen, doesn't it? And I think this year it's hitting me even harder to set more goals, or the number, because this year, and I have only a month left. This is my last month in this decade, and I'm 59. So just here in a short little month, I am gonna be turning 60. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where the time goes. I don't know if, you know, I raised 4 boys. I owned my own business for 20 years that I poured my heart and soul in. And, you know, I think my boys were involved in all, you know, kid stuff. Boys were involved in all sorts of stuff. You know, those years, I was a full-time mother from the age of 18 until, I can't remember now when my youngest turned 18, but I know it was 30 years because I did the math. So I was a full-time mom for 30 years because of, you know, two different marriages and time lapse in between my kids. And now it's like, you know, you think it's me time now, right? As you give and you sacrifice and everything for your kids and your family, and you share all the adventures of life and raising kids. And now it's like, wow, now it's like me time. And it has been for a while, you know, but yeah, but when you're starting to look at different ages, I remember when I turned 30, oh, yikes. I remember I just had this meltdown. My 4th son wasn't even born yet, and I thought, oh my gosh, my youth is over. And then 40 came, and I was on top of the world, man. I was the fittest, strongest I've ever been in my life. I was training for my first Ironman triathlon, and I was just like, bring it. 40's like, everyone else has a meltdown at 40. I'm like, bring it. 40's awesome. And then 50 came, and let me tell you, I didn't like 50 at all. I really struggled with 50, and I'm like, what am I gonna do when I turn 50? I need to do something and start something new. And I was a competitive triathlete. I started that sport, and I might do a whole video on that. I think I will. Started the sport of triathlon when I was 35. And I was a competitive triathlete for, well, I did my last Ironman when I was 51. So anyway, I turned 50, and I was still really fit and everything. I could start feeling the little, you know, effects of all the training I did and stuff. But gosh, 50 came. I was training for my last Ironman. Well, I didn't know it was my last one, my 3rd one. And, but yeah, I just got burned out at 50, and I'm like, I need something new and exciting to try, you know? So I took up the sport or the activity of mountain biking, because I had friends that were mountain bikers. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try that. I want to do a video on that too, because that was wild. That was crazy. Anyway, I'll save that for later. But here we are, 2024. And gosh, I just started this YouTube channel because I needed something new, and a new spark, and I'm going to do a video on that. So what am I here for? To say hello, welcome, and embracing 2024. And I'm just sharing with you how my mind works a little bit. So I've got all these ideas to do. But here's the other thing. I'm going to be 60, and I'm going to share a little thing with you here. when it comes to me doing all these adventures and all this planning and stuff. And I'm gonna touch base on that too. What a day is like around here. So stay tuned. I hear a little voice, and that's part of the story. I'll be right back. So here we are. This is part of my adventure right here. This is my granddaughter. She's 3.5 years old. We've been raising her since she was 4 months old. And so this is part of my new adventure in life. Man, sometimes things happen that you never see coming, right? And you just have to go with it and make the best of it. So that's what I'm doing, making the best of it. You know, one thing that I make the positive out of is that she is my little adventure buddy so far. And I'm sharing all my love and my joy of the woods and nature with her. So that's awesome. But this is how my morning starts. I get up about 5:30 in the morning, so I have at least 2 hours of me time when my brain is the most active to start thinking and planning all my adventures and what I'm gonna do for the day and what can I do, what content can I come up with for my channel. And this is gonna be part of it, I think, is adventuring and sharing it with the next generation, with your grandchildren, and how I do that, and just accepting what life throws at you. And yeah, I had all these plans, you know, me and my husband, all these plans, you know, from retirement and this age in life, and well, it doesn't always go as planned. So, but you make the best of it, and that's what I'm all about. And that's what I'm going to share with you and so much more. But I just want to say, welcome 2024. And I just want a fresh start with my channel. It's only 8 months old, but you know, when I started, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I just wanted to share my adventures, but I'm going to make a whole video on that too. So I just wanted to welcome you here and welcome 2024, and kind of start digging in and letting you know how I come up with these adventures and how I follow through. And that's part of my purpose for this channel, is to help others, you know, get inspired, get motivated, and how did you get started, and how do you do this, and how do you do that? Because, you know, when I started, I didn't know how to do a lot of things that I accomplished, and I just want to share along that, like how I fumbled through, or how I pushed through and persevered and rose up over so much. And I'm going to share that too, and reach for my goals and reached for adventures, and how I reconnected with myself, how I reconnected with nature. Yeah, and all that stuff that goes with it. So, hey, and I might change my channel name. I don't know. I've been toying around with that too, because I just want to dig deeper. And Silver Squirrel, you know, that was fun and all when I first started and I came up with that name. But, you know, there's a quirky side to me, of course, a big quirky side to me. You'll learn that. But there's a deeper and serious side too. And, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I've been thinking about changing my name to my name and tagging along adventure, explorer, outdoors, who knows. But welcome, and maybe we'll have morning coffee. Maybe that's a new thing I'll share with you. So today, what I'm working on, I got this great content idea for the new year that talks about our strengths, our doubts, our fears, and how to work through them, how to rise up over them. And I'm trying to hide her face because I don't know, I just don't want her face. I'm thinking, but you'll see it. You'll see it a lot, I'm sure, because she's my little adventure friend, aren't you? So anyway, I'm I got to get going. I got to get her breakfast. Figure out what she's going to wear to school because she goes to school again today. And get her going on the road. So I'm going to close. Good morning. Whatever it is you have planned for the day, I hope it's a good one. And I'll be back with more later. Okay, well, she's off to school with Grandpa. So it's grandma time now. And you should see my table. I don't know about you, but I'm old school because I'm old. I'm 60. But you know how I operate? Even with my business, there's all these apps out there to do just about anything, right? So I did try them. I tried using these apps about tracking my clients' fitness goals, tracking their workouts, and my own training and stuff for Ironman and triathlon. Oh my gosh, if you would have saw my table when I was training for Ironman, I'm a paper and pencil girl, all right? I cannot, I have tried all the apps out there for coaching apps and stuff and training apps, and oh my gosh, I'm just not, it's just not me. So I'm a paper and pencil girl. Same thing with this YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, if you could see, I wish I would have videotaped me right from the beginning. And I still struggle. If you go back to my very beginning videos, I had someone comment, well, it was nice. It was like, for future videos, you should try and keep your music quieter. And that was like way back in my very beginning. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was so embarrassed because, you know, once you do a video and you launch it on your YouTube, at least this is what I found, because again, I don't know what the heck I'm doing half the time with this editing stuff. Anyway, you go to launch, and I have videos out there where all of a sudden I launch it. I've watched, because I'm super hyper self-conscious and I'm a perfectionist and I have severe OCD and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm going to make content about that. You go back and you watch a lot of my videos. Anyway, I've got these videos out and the content's awesome. You know, I capture so much of the adventure and I edit it the best I can. I launch it on YouTube and I watch it like, oh my gosh, I don't know how many times I watched it before I actually launched it. Well, I remember one video I launched and I go back and I rewatch it on YouTube once it's on YouTube. And I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? What just happened? It like cut me off mid-sentence. And oh my gosh, it doesn't even explain what I was talking about. And oh my gosh, the music is like super loud over my voice. You can't even hear what I'm saying. And I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. And I'm just super embarrassed. And I'm like, no one's going to keep watching my channel because they're going to think, what the heck, you know? And so this person commented about the music being, you know, the future. And I'm like, I know. But once you launch it on YouTube, it's like, I couldn't go back into it and re-edit it. It was done. I guess what I could have done is just deleted the whole video and started again. But oh my gosh, if you could have seen me, I'm telling you, it would take me days to edit and figure all this shit out, how to edit all my stuff. Because this part of my brain is not my strength. But I am super organized and I love paper and pencil. So when I was training for Ironman, my table was like, I must have had 100 different pieces of paper, you know, for each topic I was covering. And that works for me, you know. So I quit beating myself up over that. Like when I'm designing programs for a client and stuff. You know, I quit beating myself up. I used to think, oh, why can't I be more organized or more efficient, learn all these programs? Because that's just not me. That's not my brain. That's not how I work. So why fight it? Why? You know, if I was in my 30s again, hell, this would probably all be easy, but this is what works for me. So I've got my paper here. And what I'm working on this morning is a new content idea. like I kind of touched on before I had to go get the granddaughter up. And so what I'm working on this morning is this idea of how we just have all these dreams and goals and visions and passions, and then to go along with that, I think what happens a lot of times, at least with me, is then we let all those doubts and fears and negative self-talk come in, and it kind of like takes over. So what my next content video I'm gonna to bring is how that happens, and a good representation, a good idea, a visual on how we shouldn't allow that to happen, and stuff. So again, it's just here in the top of my brain, and I'm a super creative thinking woman, especially when it comes to inspiring, motivating, coming up with ideas to get people thinking, moving, reaching for goals. So that's a lot about what I want my channel to be. So I just hope that you stay tuned and tag along with me, and you know, check out my past videos. You know, I have some really aha or really pivotal moments in a lot of my adventures. And you know, one of my goals for this year is to learn more about how to work on my editing and YouTube channel, because now, you know, with this, I would be like, okay, now, if you want to see, you know, when I do this new idea, I could say, okay, this is how I applied this link here to this video. I don't know how to do that yet. Gosh, I hope I can learn it. I don't know. I'd love to hear from other older, I hate using the word old, but okay, people that are in my age group. Oh, a new age group. Nope, I'm embracing it. You know, I'm tired of saying, oh, like I did when I turned 50. You know, 60's here, and I'm going to be damn thankful that I can do everything I'm still doing at the age of 60. You know, I'm not going to take that for granted, because I've learned the hard way, and I'm going to touch on that in some videos, that, man, life-altering stuff happens. And you just, you know, you got to take every day. And if you're 60, 70, 40, whatever, you know, that might be toying with your mental, you know, your mental thought process, like, oh gosh, you know, I'm old, or no, damn it, stop. Because if you're still able to do even a half of the stuff that you can still do, or that you want to do, then embrace it, go with it, and just, you know, be thankful. And I am so thankful. And I might bitch about it and make jokes about turning 60, because, you know, it is a big deal to me. You know, whatever, like I said before, I mean, you think you're in the 30s and you're like, oh yeah, and you're in your 30s. And I know if you're in your 30s, you're thinking the same thing. Oh, 60, that's like a lifetime away. Well, let me tell you, it's not. It happens faster than you can even imagine. And yeah, so here I am. Gosh, it just seems like it just fast forwarded, but whatever. But here I am. This is a new thing for me, a YouTube channel when I'm turning 60. They say challenge your brain as you get older. And let me tell you, this technical stuff is challenging this brain because it's just not my strength. But I'm going to share what my strengths are, and I'm not going to shy away from my weaknesses. And I'm not going to, you know, cut myself down because of them. I'm not, because my goal is to inspire you, not to let that shit happen to you. So I have all my papers here. I'm going to dig in while the girl's at school, and I have time, quiet time, to work on this. I have 4 hours And now it's like, oh crap. Yeah, I still have 4 hours. I have to get breakfast going for myself. And yeah, I'm going to get going on this. But yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have coffee time with you. I think I'm going to do that a lot and let you know my progress and share all that with you. But for now, hey, breakfast time coming. And thanks for watching. And thanks for tagging along. And hey, if you want to check out other videos of my beginnings, so you know what I'm talking about, so you can see all the mistakes I made and stuff, go for it. I encourage you because, yeah, just go. Because the more clicks I get, I guess, on my videos, the better. So, you know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. But go click on some old videos before you get to know me anymore, and just to see what I'm all about. And yeah, talk to you later. Have a great day. Rise up, reach, and reconnect. That's my slogan. That's my theme of my life, and that's the theme of this channel. So rise up, embrace the day, reach, make it the best you can, and somehow reconnect with yourself.